middle stages, and ultimately you win by 15. So give us your overarching opening comment.
It was Brisbane came out, determined to, play hard and find a way to win the game. I tip my hat off to coaching Brisbane and them. So, but I'm just happy with my group. Last 2 days of practice, it was pretty difficult. But I'm really happy for my bench. Guys like Luka Yates did a great job. But Wally came in there, and DG, guys who really made an impact in practice consistently. It was time to trust my bench more. And as we did that, we were able to sit P down a little bit, T-Raw and other guys who played major minutes from, 30-plus minutes the last couple games. We were able to sit them down and let other guys sit up there and make an impact. And I'm just proud how everybody came together and cheered for each other, found a way to turn that around and for us to win the game.
People will look at Bill Wiley's numbers, and they might jump off the page, but his energy and his application, it was pivotal, it felt tonight. Yeah,
it was huge. It was huge, man. And then, like I said, it's been a lot on me for, really not trusting my bench more the last couple games. But, seeing them guys at practice compete every day and do things, and I'm the first one to say, you know what, go ahead. Go out there and do your thing and find a way to impact the game. And like Yates did a great job. Otherwise, P wouldn't be able to rest as much as he's had. And when he came in there and made an impact. And Wally did a great job of getting us organized offensively. He really worked on that part of his game. And then defensively, he's a terror. So I'm happy for those guys to step in.
And the good, I suppose, rebounding, you dominated that count again, having done so against the Bullets when you beat them last time. And coaches always say rebounding is effort. So is that the best part of it?
Man, that was the first thing when I went in that locker room. I hit about 2 backflips because we gave up 6 offensive rebounds, right? Any other games, we've been giving up 12, 15 offensive. The guys really determined to pursue the ball. And that's something that we really worked on and just made an impact is understand, like, hey, we're losing a lot of these games because we're giving guys 10 to 12 extra shots. And so if we limit that, then, we can turn the game around somehow. And giving up only 6 offensive rebounds, I believe, is probably the change of the game.
And the three-point shooting, is that because you're getting bad looks and some players just a bit cold? That was your second lowest three-point percentage of the season. What do you make of that part of the game?
Not too much. I mean, T-Raw had a lot of good open looks. QJ is one who gets his feet set. They knock him down. You see, we had a lot of in and outs. This guy next to me, his attempt didn't help him much, but at the end of the day, he's a solid three-point shooter here and there. But I don't. That's just, once again, guys got good looks. As long as we get good looks, we're fine, and and they'll bounce back and hope they'll fall next time.
JT, different coaches would react differently to the last game. You speak about practice. What did those practices look like to lead into a game like this where you can put a second half together like you just did?
It's really challenging the first 5. We have 3 units. Red, black, and white. My black team is my first unit. My white team is my second. My red is my DPs and IRs. This past week, my first 5 was all red. So at the end of the day, it's a challenge to them to, find a way to step up and do better because the other guys are eagerly waiting to find a way to impact the game. Our practices were brutal. If it was conditioning or just really getting after each other, we're tired of other teams putting pressure on us or, have a defensive mind against us and we're not doing it against ourselves in practice. So it was a really change of tempo. The guys responded well, and you see the outcome today.
So were you part of the red unit as well over the week?
Yes.
What did you feel being part of the message that was sent to the rest of
The message was received. Practice was extremely hard these past 2 days, but we deserved it. We came out. Obviously, we came out with a spark, especially in that second half. Our third quarters are usually our worst quarters, and I feel like if he continues to practice us like that, we're going to continue to win, and we know what happens when we lose. So we don't want any smoke with Coach. We just want to get wins, have a great December, and ride it out into the rest of the season.
JT, obviously 3 home games in a row. This was a crucial win, wasn't it? You played the 2 best teams in the league, in the space of 3 days.
Yeah. I mean, any win is huge, but our schedule is no cakewalk with whoever our back-to-back is. Melbourne and Adelaide is coming up, and once again, they're the top 2-3 teams in the league, which at the end of the day should challenge us even more. We was up there last year, and we understand what the challenge is, but we just focus on us.
And I thought QJ was especially good for you in the third term, when offensively there was keeping anything going, like QJ's being stepped up with 7 points in a row.
Yeah, and not even that, man. I'm just happy that a scorer had 8 assists, right? You know, me and QJ really did a really good job getting 2 feet in the paint. If he didn't have a layup, he was finding guys. And, you know, that's something, a part of his game that's been evolving because he's known as a scorer. But, you know, he has so many assets around him that he can get the ball to when he's in trouble. And he found them today.
JaVale, we've got a stat man who just doesn't make mistakes, and he tells me that you're the first player to have 3 games of 30 points, 10 rebounds since the NBL reverted to 40-minute hoops. We're only halfway through the season, you've already done that. So what would be your mid-season assessment of your NBL season so far?
Statistically cool, but there's a lot of L's under my name. So you usually don't go in the rafters if your team loses, even though you score a lot of points and rebounds. So if we win it this year, then it'll mean something. But if we don't, it really, all these points and rebounds really don't mean anything at all. It's just empty stats.
A lot of questions are asked when other bigs are about to go up against you, right, because of your credentials. What's it like for you going up against all these bigs in a league where there are a lot of talented bigs, especially like Tyrell, who you played against in Puerto Rico?
What's it like for me?
Yeah,
I'm
big every time.
You say what?
You're going up against a really quality big every time.
Yeah. I mean, it's competition. I respect everybody, but at the same time, I look at them as competition. So I go out there with a blank slate, as my plan is to kill them every time, and that's it. I only rock with everybody that's on my team, and we just try to get wins. And whoever on the opposite, when we cross those lines, there's no friends.
Well done, man.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.